Hey guys, Dr. Gilmore here. Thanks for watching our videos. If you like pimple popping and you've always wanted to do your own pimple popping, we've got just what you need. Super Pimple Popping Kit has everything you need to get the job done right. The instructions for getting your own Super Pimple Popping Kit are in the video description box below. Thanks again for watching. Good morning, Mr. Colby.
How are we doing? Good.
We are doing well. How are you?
Wonderful.
Okay. We're going to start today. This is your third visit on some of these things we're doing for you here. The epidermoid cyst that was infected that we removed. We're going to unpack it. We're going to remove that packing. And let's take a look at it today. You're still taking your antibiotics, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Any fevers or chills?
No, sir.
Any pain?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, we're going to just pull this dude out of here.
Breathe.
Good work, little Gonzo. That dressing looks very good. You can see in there, Gonzo, nice clean wound. Okay, so guess what? We don't have to repack this for you today.
Okay, good.
We're going to just put a gauze on it and put a dressing over it, and the reason being is it's staying open by itself, so we don't have to worry about it closing up and forming a new abscess or anything like that.
Okay. So we want to do that. Keep it open, right?
You want to keep it open, so now what you can do is you can take the dressing off when you take a shower and let water get on it or whatever. Just don't mess with it.
Okay.
Now, if you have any problem with it down the line, just let us know and we'll let you know what to do.
But just put gauze and tape over the gauze.
You betcha, because it is going to ooze just a little bit. You'll get just a little, kind of what we call serous fluid, which is basically just body fluid, essentially, that'll just leak out onto it while it's healing, and eventually it'll go ahead and granulate in. There'll be like pink healthy tissue will kind of grow in from the bottom.
Okay.
So we're going to stop our video and then we're going to put this dressing on and then we'll resume.
Okay.
Back up again. All right, Mr. Colby, we're live again.
All right.
And we're going to point out here, these are the actinic keratoses that we treated with the liquid nitrogen yesterday. And you can see they've got some redness around them now. So they're already starting the process of dying off, I should say. The frostbite process, you could say, too. And in a couple of days, these will swell up even more, and then they'll dry back down, and they should just peel off or fall off.
Okay.
All right. So what we've got here, I've circled some new little lesions for people to see here. These are really small for the most part, but they're pores of Weiner. And really all that is just a retained blackhead. They're not dangerous, but since you've been so good to come in and let us video you, we're going to take these off for you. And as a bonus, how's that sound?
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, that's what I'm saying too. And after this, unless you have a new problem, you won't have to come back in. How's that sound?
That sounds really good.
Of course, you're welcome to come in. You just don't have to. Except to bring Gonzo a Christmas gift.
Okay.
I think we made that one clear, right, Gonzo? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so we've got
Gonzo had fun at the party yesterday?
I had a blast.
Okay.
Mr. Gonzo came by, actually.
Yeah. All right, I've got a little lidocaine with epinephrine, just a really small little injection I'm going to do on all of these so that we can squeeze them out without causing you a bunch of pain. Mm-hmm. You should barely feel these. Mm-hmm. Just like a little bee sting. Mm-hmm. Teeny tiny. How was that? Mm-hmm. Did you even feel it much?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. A little bit's okay. I'm using a tuberculin syringe, which I believe has a 30 gauge needle on it. It's tough to even feel the stick, right?
27.
Okay, well, that's like a 30. 27 is very close.
I'm correcting you, yes, I know.
I have no problem with that.
You correct me all the time, it's my turn.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
You going to be watching the game this weekend, Mr. Colby?
You betcha.
You going to be rooting for the Colts?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. Somebody other than the Colts?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that one started to come out.
Yep. Yep. All right.
It's so funny.
We got a couple little extractors we're going to use here.
Is there one on my right? Well, never mind.
We can look at it when we get done with this one. Let's start right here. See if the, let's take. You know what I didn't get was a scalpel. Do a timeout and let's get a scalpel.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir. I'm like using your back as a.
She's leaning on you a little bit there. All right, we're gonna make a little nick here, and that's why we used the lidocaine so that we could do this part here. Good. This one's a larger one you have up here in the mid upper back. Probably had this one a long time. This one not real terribly big. Come the other direction with it too. Can you see little Gonzo? I want to get close. Get a good picture.
Trying to.
And then I'm going to come way over here.
Sorry if my hands are shaky.
It's just you're so old, you know, you get
I am
shaky when you
getting
get
old.
old. Yeah. All right, let's come back over here. Let's see if we can get this first one to jump out. A little pressure on it there. Do you feel much there?
Mm-mm.
There we go. A little bit coming out there. That one wasn't very big at all. It just kind of looked bigger than it was. Push it again down. Does that hurt? Or you just feel the pressure?
That doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt. All right, let's get this one here. Oh yeah, the big one coming out there. Push again this direction. Make sure it's empty. Yep, it's empty. Well, maybe right there. Gotta make sure they all come out. Now, if you feel any pain, you let me know. I can always give you a little more medicine.
So there's no pain at all.
Let's get this one right here. No pain at all.
Mm-mm.
Gonzo, did you give him the really good stuff?
Yeah, I liked him.
You must like Mr. Colby. There we go. That one came right out as well. These are fairly shallow for the most part, so they're coming right out. Yeah, they're not all. Oh, this one's really big, Gonzo. You there? Did that come out of there? Yeah, this one was really a large one. Now, did you feel a little more pressure on that one? No, you did not, huh?
Mm-mm.
Yep, that's empty. Good. Let's get this one right here. Can you see, little Gonzo?
Move the sharp object.
Yeah, we don't want you to get cut. Push them from the other side there. Oh, did you see that one come out?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's coming. It looked like a worm when it came out. Get a little bit more right there. You're gonna be like a young man again. We'll get these things all removed.
Okay.
Let's get this one. This one was coming out just with the injection. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Pull that out. Let's go a different direction. Make sure it's all out of there. You're getting a back tune-up, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna get this one over here. It's kind of far off, but we may not. This one may not show up that great on the video. Well, it's Friday. It's the Friday before Christmas. It's the 18th of December. Just for reference for folks watching who may be watching this months down the road when this is all taking place. That looks fine. Now let's find some that we didn't inject, some smaller ones, and see if we can get them out too. Like a little one right there. You see that one, little Gonzo? You may feel a little bit on these. They're really small. So we're not going to inject them because the sting of the injection is probably the same of just taking these out for you.
You okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
If it hurts too much, you just say, hey, that one hurt, Doc, and we'll immediately stop. You got a little whitehead right there. Got that for you. Got a little one right there. Didn't come out. Let's try this one right here. There we go. A little bit there. When they're real small like that, they a little trickier. There we go.
So it's probably the reason here is I got lazy and quit using my back scrubbing brush.
Well, I wouldn't say lazy. Maybe a little bit, you know. Maybe you just weren't that concerned about it anymore, that's all. Yeah, that's going to be okay there. All right, we got a bunch of them out for you, though.
Okay.
And you got some really, really small ones left. We'll keep an eye on those for you in the future. If they get any larger or we get another opportunity, we'll do some of those for you, too.
Okay.
But I know we got all the big ones out, didn't we, Gonzo? Did we miss any big ones at all?
I don't see.
Yeah. Some really big ones out there. Yeah, wait, let's see if we can get that right there. There's one there. I think it's one of those things where if you just keep looking at it, you probably find another one here or there. Little bitty ones. That one didn't sting?
A little bit, not much.
Want me to get another one here? It's kind of addictive taking these out.
My turn.
Your turn. Should let Gonzo do them for you. She'd be good at it. There we go. There you go. You look pretty spruced up there, except for the red spots all over and the big dressing on your back and the little blood stains. You look great.
That's it. When I get up, I'll ask.
Hang on.
Okay.
You want to ask a question?
No, I gotta get up.
Okay. All right. So we're going to stop the video here, and we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Okay.
And we want to thank you for sharing with us. And we know you're going to heal well, and things are going to look great. And maybe someday in the future, when you come back for something else, we can do a little follow-up and just take a picture of your back and show everybody how it turned out and how things look after you've healed.
Okay.
Colby, thank you, sir.
Hi, Dr. Gilmore fans. This is Watson. I've been doing some editing lately for the channel, and I was surprised to discover that Dr. Gilmore has his own brand of multivitamins. I'm really into vitamins and supplements for sports, and he was kind enough to send me a sample to try for myself, so I'm going to review them today. The multivitamin is called Meta 7 because it has 7 vitamins. Makes sense? I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the 7 ingredients and then tell you about my experience with it this past week. So, I intentionally avoided Dr. Gilmore's and others' testimonials because I wanted to do my own research and approach it with an open mind. Number 1. B12. B12 is in a lot of energy drinks and supplements, including 5-Hour Energy. Almost 40% of people are B12 deficient. It's known to provide a boost of energy. There are 4 different types of B12, and they're not all equal. The one you'll find most often in supplements and energy drinks is called cyanocobalamin. I think I'm saying that right. It's easily and cheaply synthesized, but the catch is it has a cyanide molecule attached to it that your body has to detach and process before you can get to the good stuff. It's a very small amount of cyanide, but it's still your body has to expend resources and energy to get rid of it. So it seems like if there was a better alternative, you might as well go with that, which is what Dr. G did. Meta 7 has the more stable and bioavailable methylcobalamin, which also happens to be quite a bit more expensive to make, but I'm going to say it's probably worth it. B6 is a nice complement to B12. It helps with neurotransmitters, mental health, libido, your sleep-wake cycle, appetite regulation. It's a good one. On to vitamin D. It's thought that almost 1 billion people in the world are vitamin D deficient. We're built to make it from the sun, so it's a lot harder to get from food and supplements. People with darker skin and the elderly are at higher risk of being vitamin D deficient. Magnesium. So the first 3 might have seemed like obvious additions to a multivitamin, but magnesium seems to be highly underrated for how important it is. From an athlete's perspective, the benefits that stand out to me are muscle and nerve function, metabolism, and protein synthesis. Chromium. This one's super important too, and I think often overlooked, but you only need small amounts of it. I feel like chromium is one of those synergy minerals that plays well with others. It also tends to be pricey and hard to get from food. Broccoli is probably the best source of it, but to get to your daily value, you'd have to eat something like 7 cups of broccoli. That's a lot of broccoli, even if you like broccoli, which I do, but I'm not eating that much of it. The next 2 ingredients don't have a daily value assigned to them yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if alpha-lipoic acid became much more popular in the near future. It's an antioxidant found in and made by the body, and is in just about every cell. It attacks free radicals, and unlike vitamin C, which is another great antioxidant and is water-soluble, alpha-lipoic acid is water and fat-soluble, so it's used all over. It's thought to even bind with heavy metals, which could be very important in detoxifying the body. There's a lot of research being done on it right now, especially in Europe. It's being looked at for helping with diabetes and glaucoma, and a whole bunch of other things. Antioxidants help rid the body of waste byproducts from energy production. So, if you have a supplement that boosts your metabolism, it would make sense to have antioxidants to help get rid of the byproducts. And last but not least, coenzyme Q10, which helps in metabolism to convert food to energy. It's supposed to help immune function, increase male fertility, and it's even being evaluated as part of treatment for Parkinson's disease. So, did it work for me? Well, the bottom line, yeah, actually. I can't say that I was super surprised after reading the ingredients, but it did definitely surpass my expectations. I normally drink like 2 cups of coffee in the morning, but I decided to be somewhat scientific. So every day, I woke up, had half a cup of coffee, a banana, a full glass of water, and a Meta 7. Then a couple hours later, I would eat lunch early, then an early dinner, and then one more small meal before bedtime. The first day, I noticed a boost of energy similar to a 5-hour energy, but without the jittery, tweaky feeling of it. I felt more energized than I would have expected all day long, because usually I'll have like an energy drink or something in the afternoon, but I didn't, and didn't really notice that I didn't either. The next 6 days were pretty similar. I just didn't notice as much of a rush in the morning, but I felt like I had energy longer throughout the entire duration of the day, up until when I was ready to go to sleep. I think next I'm going to try to completely eliminate caffeine for a while I'm still taking it and see what happens. I've pretty much drank caffeine every single day for the last year, so I'm kind of curious. I'll give you guys an update when I can. So yeah, in conclusion, I like it. I'm going to keep taking it. I was pleasantly surprised. From an athletic perspective, I feel like it's facilitating my body's natural energy production, if that makes sense. At first, I thought the price tag was a little high, $30 for 30 days. But then I realized that I've bought most of these ingredients separately, and when you add them all up, it costs way more to buy separately. And even more if you buy stuff like 5-Hour Energy and energy drinks, which I don't think I'll be buying anymore if I keep using this. That, and I also noticed that my pee is not neon green like it can be with some multivitamins. Well, maybe green is an overstatement, but I think if you've taken some of those big, giant horse pill multivitamins, you know what I mean. So yeah, I think it's worth trying. I would recommend taking it with food like any multivitamin. I think that some of these ingredients help you process energy from your food, so it makes sense to take it with it. And then maybe check out and see what Dr. Gilmore says that it does. If I had to guess, I'd say it would promote natural energy and a feeling of well-being, like natural calm energy. Maybe even weight loss. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm actually trying to gain muscle right now, so I'm not really worried about it, but if it's helping you burn off calories instead of storing them, then I'd say that's probably one way to lose weight. So yeah, check out the description. I'm sure there's a link down there. Thanks for watching, and sorry I didn't have any gross pimple popping for you in this video, but we've got plenty in others, so subscribe and check it out. See you next time. Watson out.